Hi, Mary. Hi, Micah. How are you
Hi.
girls?
Hello.
I'm really nervous because I'm a huge fan of both of
Oh,
you. Final Destination 3, 10 Cloverfield Lane, and Long Legs. It follows. You girls are my screen queens.
yeah. Oh, we like to hear.
I grew up watching the original movie from 92, which I love, by the way, is one of my favorite movies. What makes this version different from the original one?
Oh,
So
it's
much.
so different, I feel
Yeah,
like.
yeah. I mean, even just the plot. I have to say, I haven't seen the original, so I might not be the best person
Can you
to
believe that?
ask about this.
Can
But
you believe
I
it?
do want
I
to see it.
know.
I do want to see it now that, we're sort of past, far past making it. I do want to see it. But even just when I read the synopsis, I was like, oh, this is a completely different,
Totally.
it seems like the only roll through line is the basic idea of a nanny coming into the home and wreaking havoc. And the films definitely share that, but everything else is completely a new world, a new family, a new and inherently that means it's a completely different story. So yeah, I didn't feel that watching it would necessarily inform me too much with what we were doing. So, but I want to see more.
You should. You should. And Micah, do you remember the first time that you watched the movie? What did you felt?
Oh yes, I watched it with my mother a long time ago because my mom was like, "Yeah, this movie was crazy." Yeah, because it was like, I mean, like you said, when it came out, it was so explosive. Um, but yeah, I watched with my mother. I don't know, maybe 15 years ago. I mean, it was a while ago. Um, but it's one of those movies that you remember. It sticks with you, you know.
What can you tell me about your characters?
Um, well, Polly's an interesting one. She's um very complex. She's been through a lot. There's a lot of trauma, an incredibly broken person who hasn't really gotten the help that she needs. Um, and I think that there's a lot of anger built up inside and a need for redemption and vengeance. So it's a pretty dark space she lives in.
Yeah, and Caitlin is she's also a pretty, flawed and complicated person. But she has kind of crafted a persona over and on top of those flaws so that nobody can really see it. And she's kind of got the perfect family and she's got two kids and a loving husband and she's a very successful kind of LA woman. Um, and I think she's desperately holding on to what she's created and hoping that that will mean she won't really have to look at all the other stuff underneath. And then Polly coming in kind of dredges it all up, and the cracks in Caitlin start kind of showing. Yeah.
And what were your inspirations to compose your characters?
Um, for me, it was a lot of different things. A lot of conversations with Michelle, our amazing director. Obviously there was so much on the page to draw from as well. And kind of getting together and talking and diving deeper into the backstories and kind of, what they meant for both of our characters. And little things like building on, what does she wear? How does she present herself? And what does that mean about how she sees herself? Was all very interesting and all kind of added to the final characterization. And then just kind of showing up and getting to live it
Do the thing.
do the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, agree.
And what inspires you to act in horror movies? Are you a fan of horror?
Yes, we
Yes,
both are.
yes.
We love it.
Love it. What's not to love?
I don't know. I mean, sometimes when I go to sleep at night, there are some regrets, but besides that, or bad nightmares. But no, I mean, I feel like the horror genre has like really come so far, especially in the past like 10, 15 years. I think there's such incredible horror movies being made, and they're just so elevated and deep and layered and yeah, I'm obsessed. I love them.
Yeah, I think that anytime a movie can make you feel something
Yeah.
and like
Visceral.
really visceral and really like make you gasp or make you clutch your seat or also just feel something for the character that's going through something. I think that's what we're all kind of looking for, is that to go on that ride to kind of escape our own lives. Even if we're going into something horrifying, it still is, it's
Still
escapism at some level. So yeah, I think there's just something, I've always been drawn to it. I've always been drawn to just the unsettling feeling of something creepy, of that feeling of like slow burn, of that building of the dread and all of that. I just find so interesting. And I always have, and probably always will.
Yes, I'm right there with you on that.
Sometimes it's just the way you are.
Yeah, sometimes.
And when you're acting in a horror movie, what's your hobby to get off the character? Like, because I know sometimes it must be like scary to be so deep in.
Love Island USA. Have you seen? It's a
I
great,
see.
so good. So good. And that just pulls you right out of that dark space.
Perfect.
Oh, it's my favorite. Truly though, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I watch
Yeah, gotta
reality TV.
decompress.
Yeah, it's my thing.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of, because I have a son, it would be like, you know, trying to get home in time to see him and put him to bed and everything. And so that would kind of just
Pull you out.
immediately pull you out of it because you're just
totally.
like totally present in that moment. But I do feel you on that, you know, when I do have moments to decompress. I'm like the only one I really do is Love is Blind.
Oh, great. Also,
The only one I've ever
great.
really, but when I need a little reality fix.
You might want to check
out.
out Love Island.
Oh,
But once you start,
I
you
know
can't
that- I don't know
stop.
if I'm
And
ready
it's
for it.
38 episodes or whatever, and then you realize 38 hours gone.
Oh my God, 38 hours of my life.
Sorry.
I'll
Yeah,
never get back.
it's gone. Anyways.
And what are your favorite scary movies?
Oh gosh,
So many.
so many. I mean, it's a more recent one, but Talk to Me. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't see that.
Oof,
Ooh.
that's a good one. And he also did the Bring Her Back with
Okay.
Sally Hawk, like incredible
Mm.
performance, like insane.
Oh,
But which is also amazing. But like Talk to Me, that really
yes.
that one stuck. Did you see it?
I saw it. I interviewed the writers.
Please?
Insane, yeah.
I am obsessed.
So good.
What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I sort of draw a blank on recent things because I just haven't watched movies in so
I
long.
know probably also
Um,
hard with kiddos watching just
so hard to-
horrific films.
Hard to watch things, but but I've always just when I was younger was drawn to, and the first one that I just remember that stuck with me so much was The Shining. So that's what I always go back to in terms of what I feel like kind of started this need in me to watch horror films and this like this confused feeling of like, why does this feel so good even though it's
I
so
know.
uncomfortable? And so I think that's something I'm always chasing is like is doing films that feel that way and watching films that feel that way.
And what people can expect from this movie?
Oof.
Uh,
I think they can expect a very intense ride. I think like we were watching it last night
Mhm.
at a screening and even I felt like I've seen it a few times now and I was in it and I still at the end was kind of like just like catching my breath.
it's a doozy.
Yeah.
It's really but also like what I love because we were at this screening last night, like there are funny moments in
Yes,
this too. Like
there
people
really
are which I was like, yes.
I know.
It just sort of has it all, but it's intense. I mean, it's really intense and also grounded, which I think is great, where people can really sort of relate to these
Mhm.
characters. And so I wish people luck watching it probably.
I
and
know.
Apologize in
Yeah. Yeah. I think people will be affected by it.
Yes.
Which is what we want.
Yes.
Ultimately.
Yes, it
I
is.
think people
It
will
is.
be affected by it because
There we go.
it's very well crafted horror film.
Yes.
And that
Yeah.
you know,
I believe it's gonna be a huge hit here in Brazil. Do you want to send a kiss to your Brazilian fans? Do you know some Portuguese words?
Obrigado.
Oh, nice.
I love Brazil, by the way.
Oh.
I grew up going there.
Oh,
Every Christmas I'd be there. So I love Brazil. Yay.
amazing.
Yeah. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you very much. Obrigado.
Obrigado.
Obrigado. Beijo.
Beijo!
Yes.
Ah.
Bye bye.